These true 911 calls defy expectations, from kidnappings to bizarre criminal confessions.
I attempted to purchase gas with the pay inside. The lights were on and everything, and it seemed normal, but we went inside and there was a concern. There's nobody here.
We come up to this lady, she's laying in the road. I think she was hit by a car.
I had to jump out of the car. I had to run to the house. I'm in so much pain.
In April 2016, 16-year-old Madison Nygaard was walking along River Road in remote Muskegon County after partying with friends. Unfortunately, her phone ran out of battery long before, and Madison could not call her parents to ask for a ride home. After spending what seemed like hours getting lost on the back roads, the 16-year-old was relieved when a silver van pulled up beside her and asked if she needed a lift. Knowing better, Madison told the tall, blonde man that her parents were on their way but asked if she could borrow his phone to call them. The man told her that his phone was in the van and pressed Madison to get inside. Reluctantly, she agreed, but once she was, he said his phone had died too. Madison froze in her seat as she quietly asked the man if she could get out. Before she could even think, he reached under his seat and pulled out a gun, holding it to her as he pulled away. As the man drove, Madison knew her only chance of survival was what she did in the next few minutes. With the car speeding along the road, the teen reached for the door handle. There was just one chance to make it out alive. Holding her breath, Madison pulled at the door, throwing herself out of the moving vehicle. Scrambling to her feet and covered in blood, she saw the silver van stop in the road just feet from where she fell. She took off, running as fast as she could towards a nearby house and screaming, "He's got a gun!" As she made it safely over the house's threshold, the van drove off into the night. Madison was safe, but what she didn't know was that she was about to be the undoing of an active serial killer. The day after the attempted kidnapping, police put posters up along the road requesting information. Leads poured in, and they quickly lined up 31 silver van owners, showing Madison a lineup of men. It took the teen just seconds to identify her attacker, 46-year-old Jeffrey Willis. He was married and had spent his life living and working in Muskegon Township. After graduating from Fruitport High School in 1988, Jeffrey attended the Muskegon Community College, where he studied history. From there, he took on various menial jobs. At the time of Madison's attempted kidnapping, he had spent 18 years working in different roles for furniture producer Herman Miller. After Madison identified the 46-year-old, his home was searched, and police uncovered the horrifying truth about the assailant. Inside his home was an attack kit containing handcuffs, Viagra, needles, and a semi-automatic Walther P22, which was missing its case. They also found hundreds of torturous videos depicting women being sexually assaulted and murdered. But that wasn't the worst of it. At the crime scene where Madison fell, detectives found live rounds of ammunition. They were collected and sent for forensic testing and would eventually come back with a match to the scene of a cold case from 2 years before. Rebecca Bletch, a 36-year-old physical therapist from Dalton Township, was discovered dead after leaving her home to go jogging. The mother of one was found by onlookers lying on a country road about a mile from her home, where she was pronounced dead.
911, where is your emergency?
The corner of Riley Thompson and Automobile. It's on Automobile Road. We come up to this lady. She's laying in the road. I think she was hit by a car.
Okay.
She's got a head injury.
Okay, so Riley Thompson and Automobile?
Yeah, on Automobile Road.
Okay, which way from... Okay, stay on the phone here with me, okay? I'm going to get some help right out there for you. Did you see what happened to her?
She has a pulse. We just came up on her.
Is she unconscious?
Yes, she is.
Okay, you stay on the phone with me. Is she breathing?
She is breathing. She has a pulse.
Okay, did you see who hit her? Does she have obvious injuries?
She has a head injury.
Okay.
She's got a head injury and she's laying face down.
Okay, don't move her around, okay?
Yep, we're not moving her around.
Okay. Is she by herself?
You need to hurry. She's all by herself.
Okay.
It's really irregular. My wife is a nurse. So
okay, sir, I got help that's going to start help. Okay.
Okay.
What's your name?
My name is Mark.
Okay. Mark, someone else here is starting some help. I'm going to update them about what's going on, okay?
Okay. I don't know what to do.
Okay, sir. Mark, what's your phone number? Okay.
You need to hurry.
Okay, sir, they're on the way already, okay? Did anybody see anything?
What else? I don't know what else to do.
Okay, sir. Just tell me if she's...
Just
Okay.
checking her pulse, and it's really weak.
Okay. Weak pulse?
She has not been moved, but she's halfway in the road.
Okay. Get your
The
car.
road is not busy.
Okay. What kind of car are you in?
I am in a Toyota Camry, Burgundy.
Okay.
I'm right in the middle of the road. Nobody's going to get by me.
Okay. Get your flashers on. Get your flashers on?
Yes.
Okay. Ask your wife if she thinks she needs CPR.
Does she need CPR, Michelle? Does she need CPR? She's still breathing.
Okay.
And she has a pulse.
Okay. Tell your wife that if she needs CPR, I can help her with that, and I will stay on the phone with you. The fire department and the ambulance are on the way.
Okay. No, Michelle, just leave her. If she's got a pulse, she's fine.
Okay. I need to know if she's breathing normally. It's just
she's breathing normally, Michelle. She is not breathing normally.
Okay. We want to start CPR then. Tell her to go ahead and start with CPR.
She's on her chest, and Michelle would have to turn her over.
Okay. What we can do then is we can move her over, but I want her to be real carefully when she turns her over. I want you to stabilize her head or neck and her back.
Stabilize her head. You know what? There's another car coming. Maybe I can get them. She's a bigger.
Okay.
They're on the way, Michelle. They're on the way.
Okay. I can help her with it.
She's just a little paranoid to move her.
Okay, I understand. Okay, if she doesn't want to move her, that's fine. But if she's not breathing normally, then we're not going to hurt her anymore.
I don't know if we should move her.
Okay.
She's got a pulse still.
Okay. Tell her to use her best discretion if she's a nurse.
Michelle, use your best discretion. What you should do. She's got a really bad head injury.
She's bleeding from her head?
Yes, she's bleeding quite a bit from her head.
Okay. Do you see anything around her that would...
She's got blood coming from her ear. That would be her right ear.
Okay. All right. I'm going to check with the supervisor here real quick, okay?
Okay.
Okay. What I want her to do is I want her to turn her over. We're going to do CPR. We're not going to hurt her anymore if she's got that bad of a head injury and she's not breathing normally.
Okay, I'm going to put you on voice so she can hear.
Okay.
She's getting modelly.
Okay. Michelle, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. We got to start CPR if she's not breathing normally. I want you to go ahead and start. We're not going to hurt her anymore.
Oh.
Can you do that for me? Yeah. I can stay on the phone and help you through it.
This is what we're going to do.
Okay.
I'm going to hold her leg, and you need to roll her body from... You just got to come over here, Mark, and take her hips and her shoulders, and I will hold her head best that I can. Okay.
Okay, Michelle, you're doing it good. Once you get over, I want you to look in her mouth and see if...
One.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. Oh, my God.
Okay, is she getting any air?
Oh.
Is she breathing?
Not.
Okay, is CPR going to help?
I'm going to open her airway. I'm doing a jaw thrust on her.
Okay, you're doing a great job, Michelle.
She's not breathing, though.
Okay, I want you to start with CPR, okay? Do you remember how to do it?
I remember how to do it, but my husband's going to have to hold her.
I got her.
Okay, you guys are doing great.
Just grab her behind here.
Right.
Hold both sides. Just hold both sides and hold her airway open and her head steady.
I'm here for you if you need anything from me.
All right.
Stay there, Charlie.
Michelle, make sure you get good deep breaths in her.
Yep. I can't. She's got blood all over her face.
Okay.
I don't have anything to...
Okay, you can just do chest compressions. You don't have to put air in her mouth. Just go with the chest compressions. You guys can take turns if you need to.
Oh, she's making funny noises when I do this.
Okay, that's fine. You're not going to hurt her if she's not breathing. Just go ahead with the chest compressions. Let's get that blood through her.
Holy cow.
Where is somebody?
They're on the way. Right? You're going to hear sirens real shortly. Okay, you're going to hear sirens real shortly. They're driving there. Is somebody else stopped now?
No, nobody.
Okay. You guys are doing great. I know it seems like it's taken a very long time. They're driving there as fast as they can.
Keep going, Michelle. You're doing good.
You guys are doing great. You can take over for her if you need to, okay?
Keep going.
Oh, my gosh. Who could do this?
You're doing great, Michelle.
I know, but who can hit a woman and just leave her?
Okay.
Oh.
Okay, I'm starting to hear some...
Yeah, those are for you.
Keep going,
I know this is hard. You're doing great. Hold it together just a little longer, okay?
And you can do it. Come on, honey, you can make it.
Oh, come on.
Mark, you can help her, okay? Are you helping her? Okay.
I hold her neck, I guess, the way it's just telling me to.
Okay.
Go on, Michelle. Keep going.
Okay, you hear the sirens? I want you to keep doing the chest compressions till someone takes over for you.
He's almost here.
You guys are doing great.
Oh my gosh, is that Keith?
Keep going, Michelle.
Keep doing it till he gets there, okay?
Yeah. He's getting ready.
He's got to get some stuff out. He's going to be right there for you.
He's right behind me.
No, back to the nurse.
Keep it going.
Yeah,
Okay, thank you.
we found her face down.
Face down.
Okay. Mark?
Yeah.
Mark, your phone number.
That's correct.
Okay, you guys did a great job. I'm going to let you go and have him take over for you.
Okay.
All right, thank you, sir. Bye-bye.
Shells were located near her body, and a bullet wound was found in her skull, casting doubt on what had previously appeared to be a hit and run. She had been murdered. Although Rebecca's husband was instantly ruled out, the investigation swiftly turned cold. And the 36-year-old victim wasn't the only crime tied to Jeffrey. A missing case from a Walther P-22 was rather a prominent piece of evidence in a missing persons case just over 14 miles away. In 2013, 25-year-old mother of one, Jessica Lynn Hieringa, was working at an Exxon petrol station in Norton Shores, Michigan after her fiancé, Dakota Quayle Dyer, had recently lost his job. Picking up extra shifts in order to get by, on Friday, April 26th, Jessica was scheduled to work the late shift alone. Throughout the day, she was seen chatting with customers and smoking out the back door. The gas station didn't have CCTV, so Jessica would make the most of being at work by inviting her friends over to the store to hang out while she was on shift. As closing time neared, a regular customer, Craig Harpster, stopped by that day to refuel. After he filled his car, he walked into the store to pay and immediately noticed something was off. Jessica's bag and cigarettes were on the counter, but the 25-year-old was nowhere to be seen. Police soon arrived at the scene and an investigation was launched. Multiple witnesses noticed a silver van parked by the back doors. One of the witnesses was the store's manager, Sue Follett, who had driven by the gas station minutes before Craig. And the van was later captured on CCTV minutes after Jessica disappeared further down the road. When searching the area by the back doors, police found a battery cover for a Walther P-22 pistol's laser sight and 2 watch batteries. As well as this, there was a small pool of blood 2-inch by 3-inch. Jessica had been kidnapped. Police pored over leads, questioning over 1,000 local men, including Jeffrey Willis, but the case soon went cold. That is, of course, until Madison picked her assailant out of the lineup. Jeffrey faced 2 separate trials for the murders of Rebecca Blesch and Jessica Hieringa. In court, he was unmoved and remorseless, accusing jurors of sleeping during the trial and Facebooking about proceedings. During his December 2016 trial for the murder of Jessica Hieringa, Jeffrey took to the stand to proclaim his innocence. The accused even allegedly blew a kiss at his victim's family while in court. Jurors in the case deliberated for just 2 hours before they came back with a verdict: guilty. He received a double life sentence without parole for the murders and other charges, including the kidnapping of Madison Nygaard and the possession of indecent images of children.
All right. The defendant will please rise and the bailiff will publish the verdict.
Count 1, guilty of first-degree premeditated and first-degree felony murder. Count 2, felony firearm, guilty.
Jessica's body was never found. Police continue to pour through open cold cases, believing that the now 52-year-old is responsible for more depravity than we can even imagine. Was this intruder drunk and disoriented, or trying to harm the family?
Body 911, where's your emergency? Okay, and what's wrong tonight, sir?
There is a strange man outside our home, and he's hollering, and he's crying out. I don't know what's going on with him.
Can you see anything about him, what he looks like?
No, it's dark and raining.
Okay. Did he have a vehicle or is he on foot?
He's on foot.
Has he come to your door or windows?
He's at our door.
He's at your front door?
He's at our back deck.
At the back deck? Okay, hold on 1 second for me, okay?
I'm going to give you my wife. I'm going to go get my gun.
Hello. Ma'am, hold on 1 second for me, okay?
Okay. Oh my God.
Ma'am, what's wrong?
He's trying to break down the door.
He's trying to break the door down, Kenny, right now. Okay, ma'am, we've got deputies headed that way, okay?
All right, thank you.
Don't hang up with me, okay?
Okay.
No matter, listen, I want to tell you something. No matter what happens, just don't hang the phone up. You can set it down if you have to.
I don't know. I think he's got a gun. Get out of the way. Get out of the way.
He has a gun.
I don't know if that's what he's got.
Ma'am, can you see the gun?
No, I don't know if that's what it is. He's trying to break down the door. I can't tell.
She can't tell. She's on the house. Can you ask your husband what kind of gun it is?
He's just beating the door.
I hear him, ma'am. Ma'am, can you see if he has a gun?
No, I cannot see. No, we've got louvers on the door, and the door is shut. It's a sliding glass door.
She can't tell. He told her husband he had a gun. Ma'am, is he able to get in the door?
Not right now. He's trying.
What? They don't know. They can't see or hear anything. Okay, what's he doing now, ma'am?
He's asking what date it is. He's talking about something about Vietnam in 1969.
He's talking about Vietnam.
I don't want to hurt you, okay?
Is he talking to your husband rationally, or is...
No, he is not.
Okay. Does your husband know him?
No, like I say, we can't even see who it is.
Okay.
We don't.
Did you hear a vehicle or anything like that pull up, or do you? Or did he just walk?
No, I didn't even know until he was on the back door. I can't tell. It's dark outside.
Okay.
So
Can you ask your husband to look to see if it looks like he has a weapon?
They're on the way. They're on the way.
Yeah, they're coming now. We've got several officers on the way. Ask your husband to look to see if that man has a weapon.
I do not want to look because he's beating on the door, and I'm afraid if I open the screen, he's going to come through.
Okay. They're not going to look to see if he has a weapon because if they open the door. Okay. What's he doing now?
I don't hear anything now.
Okay. Where's your husband? Still at the back door?
We're standing here in the kitchen. He is trying to get into the sliding glass door.
Which he's trying to get in through the sliding glass door? And what side of the house is the sliding glass door on?
It is in the back of the house.
But I don't know you.
Yeah, just tell your husband to keep talking to him and try to.
Okay.
If
He's talking about busting the door down and something about a watch, and he's giving us a few minutes. He's counting, so
he's counting down. The guy outside the house. The guy outside the house is counting down. He's counting out loud, saying he's going to bust the door down.
I don't want to hurt you.
What kind of gun does your husband have?
I cannot let you in.
Ma'am.
It's like a rifle.
Okay. Hey,
it's a shotgun.
Your husband is at the door talking to this guy who does have a shotgun.
Lock the door.
The husband inside the house has a gun. Yes. Well, the guy. What just happened?
I hear him walking around outside on the deck. I don't know. Oh my gosh. He's trying to get through the door. You have got to get somebody here.
They're on the way, ma'am, I promise, okay? They're coming as fast as they can. What door is he beating on, the same one?
It's the slide glass door in the back.
Okay.
Okay. Do you have any neighbors or anything like that that you've had dealings with that you know have been in Vietnam or anything like that? No. Okay. Okay.
Please, just go away. Please.
Is he talking to your husband?
He's beating on the door. I mean, I can even see the glass. It's going to break.
Ma'am, I can hear it, okay? I have officers on the way. Just stay on the phone with me. Everything's going to be all right.
I'm for you.
He's saying he doesn't care who my husband is. Are you a soldier?
Okay. He's talking a lot about Vietnam and are you a soldier? But he's beating the door and it's glass. Yeah, I can hear him telling them he doesn't care who they are.
He said something about we better stop everything that's been happening.
The back sliding glass deck door.
The back sliding glass.
Okay, ma'am, there should be a deputy close, okay? Just stay on
Okay, he's
the phone
at the
with me.
back deck. Are the police out there? He thinks that cars are out there. He's around back.
Okay, there is. I did just tell him that he's at the back sliding glass deck door. He's still there, right?
Yes.
Okay, just hang out on the phone with me for a second.
We've got a wrought iron table out there. I think he's getting the chair.
He's getting the chair. Hey, he has the chair in his hand.
He's counting. Oh my God! Oh God! He's getting ready to come in. Oh my God! Oh my Lord! Oh my God!
Man, he's still there.
Hey, oh my God! Please get somebody here quick!
Ma'am. Ma'am.
Yes.
What happened?
He just came through. My husband shot him, but he's still moving. Oh Lord.
Okay, the husband shot him. Where did he shoot him?
I don't know. I don't know.
Where is your husband?
He's standing here in the kitchen to make sure he doesn't come in.
Okay, I want you to tell your husband to put the gun down.
What if he comes in to try and attack us?
Ma'am, if he shot him, he's not... Ma'am, if he shot him, he's not going to get up. Tell your husband to put the gun down, please.
She says to put the gun down, but...
Is he laying on the ground? Is he breathing?
We cannot tell. It is still dark.
Is he on the back deck?
Yes, he's laying on the back deck, I guess.
Okay.
Yes, go ahead and pay the on-call investigator. Let them know what we got going on.
Oh my God.
See if I can do it. Okay, ma'am, it's going to be okay. That's okay, I got it. Okay.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay, have you put the weapon down?
I have put the weapon down.
Okay, now what happened?
He busted through my back patio door
Okay.
and was coming into the house.
Okay.
And I shot 2 shots at him in the chest.
And is he laying on the back deck?
I'm pretty sure. It's dark. I hear him, I think, moaning some.
He shot him twice in the chest. He can hear him moaning, but he is on the back deck. He's pretty sure. Okay. Okay, sir, I'm sorry about that. I just want to double check and make sure no one still has a weapon, right? You put the gun down on the kitchen floor?
Yes, the gun is on the kitchen floor.
Okay, okay. I just want to make sure that you're aware that there are deputies outside and I don't want you to shoot them.
Are coming in the door now.
Okay.
In April 2009, 46-year-old Jody Hoover shot and killed 35-year-old Jerry Lee Jones Jr., who broke into the Hoover family's Boatort County home. The homeowner wasn't charged following the shooting. Jones's sister, Margaret, said she believed her brother was drunk and confused about where he was. The 35-year-old had been depressed and was drinking because it was their late father's birthday. His friend, who lived in the area, dropped him off near the Hoover's home when Jones became violent. This led Margaret to believe Jerry Lee Jones might have thought he was at his friend's house. The intruder's blood alcohol content was more than 4 times the legal limit for driving when he died. In the early 1980s, a Minnesota serial killer couldn't stop himself from repeatedly calling law enforcement to confess his crimes. This infamous murderer would later become known as the weepy-voiced killer.
I'm sorry I killed that girl. I can't stop myself. If I get locked up, I'll kill myself.
In June 1981, a group of teenagers made a gruesome discovery while playing in a field. Near a freeway construction site in St. Paul, they stumbled upon the body of a young woman. It was immediately apparent she had suffered brutal injuries, with wounds to her chest, stomach, and inner thighs. The medical examiner later determined she had been stabbed a total of 61 times with an ice pick. The crime scene held no clues for investigators. Then, 48 hours later, an anonymous phone call came through to the police station. At first, they thought it was a prank call.
Oh, you find me? I just stabbed somebody with an ice pick. I can't stop myself. I keep killing somebody.
Except the person on the other end said 2 words that stuck out. Ice pick. Nobody would have known this was the murder weapon except for the killer, and the call was too short to trace. The victim was a recent high school graduate, 18-year-old Kimberly Compton. She had moved from Wisconsin to look for a job that same day. A second call came in 2 days later. This time, police were able to track it to a phone booth at a bus depot.
Don't talk, just listen. I'm sorry what I did to Compton. I couldn't help it. Don't know why I had to stab her. I am so upset about it. I keep getting drunk every night. I can't believe it. It's like a big dream. I can't think of being locked up. If I get locked up, I'll kill myself. I'd rather kill myself than get locked up. I'll try not to kill anybody else.
By the time police arrived, the suspect was gone. With 2 calls confessing to murders coming through on the same day, investigators listened to the station's backlog of recorded phone calls. They were hoping to match the voice to other unsolved crimes. Finally, they did. On New Year's Day 5 months earlier, someone called at 3 a.m. In that same weepy voice, they asked the police to send a squad and ambulance to Malmberg Manufacturing Company and Machine Shop.
Yes, please. This is an emergency. Please send a squad to Malmberg Manufacturing Company, Machine Shop. Please, there's an ambulance too. There's a girl hurt there.
Can you tell me what happened to her?
Just hurry. She's laying on the ground in the back by the railroad tracks, by the edge here. Hurry.
What's the address?
I don't know.
Who are you?
At the location, authorities found Karen Potek beaten and stripped nude in a snowbank. The 20-year-old college student sustained multiple wounds to the head and neck area, exposing her brain. She had suffered the horrific attack but experienced brain damage and remembered nothing about the assault. With the serial killer on the loose, police needed to make an arrest, so they released a portion of the phone call to the media, encouraging the public to come forward with any information. But unfortunately, not a single credible tip-off was made. Then, the weepy-voiced killer went quiet for more than a year. While doing his morning deliveries on August 6, 1982, a paperboy saw a woman's body along the banks of the Mississippi River in Minneapolis. The victim, 40-year-old nurse Barbara Simons, had been beaten and stabbed. Again, the wounds were circular, meaning the weapon was either a screwdriver or an ice pick. The way the crime scene was covered up showed detectives that the killer was likely a repeat offender. 2 days later, police received a call with another chilling confession.
Please don't talk, just listen. I'm sorry I killed that girl. I stabbed her 40 times. Kimberly Compton was the first one over at St. Paul. I don't know what's the matter with me. I'm sick. I'm going to kill myself, I think.
Where are you?
If somebody dies with a red shirt on, it's me. I killed both of them. I'll never make it to heaven.
Calm down.
It was time to bring in the FBI to profile the suspect. Barbara Simons went to the Hexagon bar in Minneapolis on the night she was killed. There, a bartender and waitress saw her talking with an unidentified white man. Simons told one of the waitresses, "I hope this guy's okay because I just need a ride home." From the witness's suspect description, police managed to narrow down mugshots of offenders with a history of violent assault to an 8-photo lineup. From there, the bar staff identified Paul Michael Stefani. The man had also worked at the Malmberg Manufacturing Company, where Podek had been attacked on New Year's Day. Paul became the main suspect, and a surveillance team was set up. However, while following him from his residence on August 21st, they lost track of him. Several hours later, another attack was called in. A man had witnessed a woman being stabbed with a screwdriver. The witness tried to intervene, but the suspect threatened him and then fled the scene in his car. The victim was 21-year-old Denise Williams. She survived the attack and told police that while working as a sex worker, the suspect had offered to drive her home. But somewhere in East Minneapolis, he pulled the car over and stabbed her 13 times. Denise found a glass bottle in the car and smashed it across his face, giving her a chance to escape before the witness called for help. The 21-year-old also identified the attacker as Paul Stefani. Not long after that, another call came in from the suspect himself.
I'm all cut up. I got beat up. I'm bleeding.
Where are you bleeding from?
From my arm, my face, my head.
When police interviewed Paul Michael Stefani, he told them he was a robbery victim. And when the detective confronted him with the file full of victims' photographs, Paul stood up and said, "You're not going to pin those on me." Little did he know that the change in his frustrated voice would tie him to the recordings. The 38-year-old was then charged with the assault of Denise and the murder of Barbara. He pleaded not guilty. The attack seemingly followed after Paul's girlfriend returned to her home country of Syria for an arranged marriage. Shortly before that, he divorced his wife and abandoned his daughter. During his trial in the Simons murder case, Paul's ex-wife, sister, and a woman who lived with him identified him as the weepy-voiced killer. Although he was convicted on both counts, he would later offer a confession to law enforcement. After over a decade behind bars, serving 18 years for the attack on Denise and 40 years for Barbara's murder, Paul Stefani said he would tell them what happened. In return, he wanted a photograph of his mother's headstone. During the admission, Paul spoke about another murder. However, all he could remember was that he had drowned her in a bathtub. Investigators had no other identifying information. St. Paul Police Department officer Keith Mortensen said they found a match after researching freshwater drownings in the time frame he was talking about. 33-year-old schoolteacher Kathleen Greening was found dead in her bathtub on July 21, 1982. The specific details Paul had given were facts only the killer would know. In the victim's address book, they found Paul S., along with his phone number. She was his third victim. Over the years, the motive behind the brutal murders remained unknown. However, the killer told the media that a voice in his head told him, "Paul, it's time to kill." As for the 911 calls and confessions, those were religiously motivated. Paul's mother was a devout Catholic woman who told him, "If something hurts you, go to God." The weepy-voiced killer was diagnosed with terminal cancer and died on June 12, 1998, at the Oak Park Heights Maximum Security Prison Infirmary. On January 8, 2022, off-duty Cumberland County Sheriff's Lieutenant Jeffrey Hash called 911, telling dispatchers about an incident that had just happened while he was driving with his family.
Hey, 911, what's that? It's an emergency.
Yes, sir, it's an emergency. I'm on drive. I had a male jump on my vehicle and break my windshield. I just shot him.
You said you shot him?
Yes, he jumped on my car.
I understand what you're saying. I'm just trying to get our help to you, okay? What's your name?
Yes, I'm a lieutenant with the Cumberland County Sheriff's Office.
Okay, listen to me. Are you right beside the subject?
I am.
Okay, is he breathing?
He's gone, man.
You said
no, man,
okay,
he's not. He's
okay.
gone.
When did this happen?
Just now.
Okay.
I need you to stop these people gathering.
Okay, all right, listen to me. What kind of vehicle are you in?
I am in a red Ford F-150. He had shattered my windshield.
Okay, I understand. What kind of vehicle was he in?
Just keep moving, ma'am. I'm the deputy sheriff. Come here. He jumped on my vehicle. I just had to shoot him.
Okay, can you tell me what happened?
I was driving down the road, and he came flying across Bingham Drive, running. And then I stopped so I wouldn't hit him, and he jumped on my car and started screaming, pulled my windshield wipers off, and started beating my windshield and broke my windshield. I had my wife and my daughter in my vehicle.
Okay. Did he have any weapons, sir?
No, he just tore my wipers off and started beating the door.
Okay.
He busted my windshield. I don't know, ma'am.
All right. Take deep breaths for me, okay? How many people are surrounding you?
You what now, ma'am?
How many people are out there around you?
There's tons of cars and people gathering around.
Okay.
He's at a light post right now. The EMS here now.
Okay, they are en route, okay? Where was he shot?
I have a trauma nurse out here.
Okay, I understand. Can somebody tell me where he was shot?
Do you find the holes, ma'am? No. I'm seeing blood on his side, ma'am. Put it a shot or something.
Okay. Is she getting a clean, dry cloth?
Call Papa now. Here's the towel. Where did you shoot him, sir? Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. Just focus on me for a minute, okay? Does somebody have a clean, dry cloth?
Ma'am, say again.
Okay. Does anybody have a clean, dry cloth?
Yes, we are plugging the holes now.
Okay. All right. Tell her to keep pressure on the hole and don't lift it up.
Now. Where did you shoot him? Where did you shoot him? I don't know. He was on the front of my vehicle. He jumped on my car. Where's the entry point? I do not know.
Okay, all right. Don't engage with them. Just talk to me, okay?
Okay. I'm trying to protect my daughter and my wife.
I understand.
They're hostile right now.
I understand they're hostile, but you just talk to me, okay? We have units. Let me know when they're out with you, okay?
I hear SPD's here now.
Okay. Are they right there beside you?
What now, ma'am?
Okay. Are they right there beside you?
They're pulling up now.
Okay. You stay on the line with me until they get right beside you, okay?
Okay.
All right. Just talk to me and don't engage with the people, okay?
I'm trying. I'm just trying to get my family.
I understand. Nobody else is hurt, correct?
No, nobody else is hurt.
Okay. All right.
Okay, can I talk to the officers now?
Yes, talk to the officers, sir.
Okay, all right.
All right, bye-bye.
As crowds began to gather, bystanders began assuming that the off-duty police officer had shot and killed an unarmed black man in broad daylight. In the second incident of this kind within the same week, the community was still mourning the loss of Stephen Addison, who had been shot and killed in a racially charged road rage incident just days before. Over 3 minutes after the 911 call was made, officers showed up at the scene, and EMS later pronounced the father of one, Jason Walker, dead. Jeffrey was not arrested but was taken into custody. 2 days after the tragic events, Cumberland County Police Department released a statement that read in part, Deputy Jeffrey Hash has been placed on administrative leave, pending an internal investigation. Deputy Hash has served with the Cumberland County Sheriff's Office since 2005 and is currently assigned as a lieutenant in the civil section. Our sincere condolences go out to Jason Walker's family. What followed this statement was absolute uproar and a killing that the public believed was similar to the not-so-distant murder of George Floyd in 2020. Mass protests ensued over the next 3 days across Fayetteville, with attendees demanding the arrest of Jeffrey Hash. Black Lives Matter activists spoke out against Jeffrey, stating that, according to witnesses on the scene, the cop struck Jason with his truck before shooting him dead in cold blood. The trauma nurse, Elizabeth Ricks, who attempted to treat the victim as he lay on the ground, also recounted this version of events. Notable attorney Ben Crump, who represented the families of George Floyd and Trayvon Martin, was retained by Jason's family. He released a statement on their behalf that the 37-year-old's death was due to a shoot-first, ask-later mindset seen all too often among law enforcement. Despite multiple witness statements, protests, and nationwide attention, Jeffrey Hash was cleared of any wrongdoing in April 2022. North Carolina's district attorney announced they would not seek any charges against him. The police investigation concluded that the wiper had been pulled off of Jeffrey's windscreen by Jason, and there were multiple indications on the glass of the attempt to smash the screen. In addition, investigators analyzed the black box of Jeffrey's truck and found no evidence to support the vehicle hitting Jason that day, as witnesses alleged. Since the investigation into the death of Jason Walker has been closed, no new information on Jeffrey Hash has been released, though he was placed on administrative leave. Since no charges were laid, he could return to work as a police officer.
The 20-year-old woman's body was found in her off-campus apartment. His DNA matched samples taken from the crime scene.
On the evening of May 26, 2006, a 20-year-old college junior at Clemson University, Tiffany Marie Sowers' friends had dropped her off at her apartment. Little did they know that it would be the last time they would see her alive. Alone, Tiffany's life was about to be brutally cut short by the hands of a cold-blooded killer.
911, what is your emergency?
I need an ambulance, a police officer, one.
Okay, you need a police officer?
Yeah.
What's that?
Reserve?
Okay.
Yeah.
Hold on just 1 second. Did you also say you needed an ambulance?
Yes, we have a woman here. I don't know if she's breathing or not. Yeah, they call me Mom. Oh, keep it
and you're at the reserve. Okay.
Take it, please. You can't touch her.
I just want to give a phone to call her mom.
So you don't know whose fingerprints are on her stuff. Okay? Just relax.
Is the patient breathing?
No. It appears like there's a sexual crime.
Okay, is anyone doing CPR?
No, she's blue. She's
okay.
She's pretty cold.
Okay. All right. Hang on the line with me, okay?
Yep. You don't know where her phone is. You don't know where her phone is.
Are they coming?
Yes, you're on our way. Come on, go outside. Come on, with me. Come on, let's go outside.
Okay, is the road name Reserve Boulevard?
No, the reserve. The Clemson, the student reserve, where all the kids live, right next to University Village.
Next to University Village? Okay.
Yes, the reserve.
Okay. What's your name? Do you know this lady?
Yes.
Okay, what's her name?
Tiffany Sowers.
Do you know how she spells her last name?
Soures.
S-O-U-E-R-S.
Oh, stand by.
S-O-U-E-R-S.
Soures.
Okay, how old is she? Do you know?
19 years old. 20 years old.
Okay, did somebody live with? Okay, sir, we're going to get up. The medics have been notified, and we've also notified Central PD.
Thank you.
Okay, and you and this girl just walked in and found her, is that right?
I'm sorry, say again?
Okay, who's the lady with you? You guys just walked in and found her like this?
Yeah.
Okay, where is she at in the house?
She's in her bedroom.
She's in the bedroom? Okay. Okay, sir, Central PD and the medics are on the way, okay?
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
The perpetrator of this heinous crime, later identified as 36-year-old Jerry Buck Inman, had been lying in wait for Tiffany's return. He entered her room through the apartment's balcony, seizing the opportunity of her roommates being out. Once inside, Inman brutally attacked the 20-year-old before ultimately ending her life by strangling her with her bikini top. It wasn't until several hours later, when Tiffany's former roommate arrived to return his key, that he stumbled on the devastating scene. In the days that followed the murder, Inman continued his violent spree, attempting to cover his tracks. He sought to withdraw money from the victim's debit account at various ATMs. However, fate intervened, and his efforts proved futile. Soon after, a pedestrian discovered Tiffany's discarded driver's license, a crucial piece of evidence that would contribute to identifying and capturing her killer. She was not the only victim of the 36-year-old. In the weeks leading up to Tiffany's murder, Inman allegedly sexually assaulted at least 2 other women. Eventually, law enforcement agencies tracked the killer down at his mother's home in Dandridge, Tennessee, where they apprehended him, ending his reign of terror. Inman's arrest brought to light the chilling details of his actions, exposing a pattern of violence in the deeply disturbed mind of a predator. He was a registered sex offender who had been released from a Florida prison in 2005, having served time for a string of offenses including kidnapping and armed robbery. In 2009, Inman was found guilty of Tiffany's murder and sentenced to death by a Pickens County judge. However, the journey through the justice system was far from straightforward. In fact, it is still ongoing. In 2012, Inman was granted post-conviction relief, arguing that his constitutional rights were violated and his sentencing should have been determined by a 12-member jury rather than a judge. As a result, his death sentence was overturned, leaving Inman on death row, awaiting his ultimate fate, life in prison or the possibility of execution. Then, in 2020, the Post-Conviction Relief Court decided that Inman should be given a new trial to determine his sentence, but the Supreme Court disagreed with this decision on February 15, 2023. The case has returned to the PCR court to review whether the sentence is constitutional or not based on whether there were any other problems with how the trial was carried out. More than a decade later, Tiffany Sowers' loved ones are still waiting for legal proceedings to come to an end. 19-year-old Luis Herrera called 911 repeatedly, begging for help with his drunken, abusive father. Instead, he became the victim of the response.
LA City 911 operator 458.
Yeah, the address is LA.
Okay, do you need police or a paramedic?
Yeah, police. There's domestic violence.
What is going on?
So my dad is drunk and he started beating on my mom, and I tried to get involved, and now he attacked me.
Okay, does your mom or you need a paramedic?
No, we need the police.
What's his
Gotta
name?
deal with him.
What's your dad's name? Any Southeast United battery domestic violence. The suspect is the father. A male Hispanic, 50 years, wearing a gray tank top. Code to incident 2065 RD8. Monitored for additional. LA City 911, operator 281.
I need the police here. I called earlier.
Okay, what was the location you provided, sir? One moment, let me pull up your call. What are you reporting there, sir?
Domestic violence.
Okay, and your name is Luis?
Louis, I'm the son, yeah.
You're the son of who?
My dad. I'm all bloody because of him.
Okay, hold on one second. Okay, so he hit your mom too, right?
Yeah, I was defending her.
Okay, all right, sir, we have the call. Let me let him know you need him out there. Where's your dad now? We already have him.
He's in here, but, I left the gate open. He doesn't know I called.
Okay, I'll let the officer know, sir. He's going to call, and then your call is next. I'll let him know, okay?
The front gate is open, yeah.
Okay, I'll let the officers know. They'll be on the way, okay?
Thanks.
You're welcome.
On September 17, 2022, officers responded to the LA home just after midday. When they approached the residence, Herrera, dressed in all black, emerged from the front door holding what appeared to be a black rifle. In the newly released body cam video, an officer is heard yelling at Herrera.
Hey, wait, put that down! Put that down! Put out the help call, put out the help call!
But when the caller refused to comply with the officer's commands to drop the rifle, they took a position around the corner. The 19-year-old was struck by a barrage of gunfire and fell. However, he continued holding onto the gun while writhing in the front yard. In complete shock, his parents watched from the house. An officer repeatedly ordered the teen to let go of the weapon as Herrera's mother screamed in anguish off camera, "That's my son!" At one point, Herrera's father tried to approach his son and told the cops the gun in his hands was a toy, but they yelled at the older man to get back in the house. The teen was handcuffed while bleeding profusely and was later pronounced dead at the scene. It has since been determined that the rifle in Herrera's hands was an airsoft gun. Police also found a fake handgun made to resemble a Glock pistol at the scene. A subsequent investigation has uncovered no evidence of domestic violence between Herrera's parents, contrary to what the teen had said on the 911 calls. The officer who fired the shots that killed Herrera was identified as Luis Navarrete. He was placed on administrative leave while the LAPD's Force Investigation Division looked into the fatal shooting. After the probe, it will be reviewed by the Chief of Police, the Board of Police Commissioners, and the Office of the Inspector General to determine whether the use of deadly force was justified.
San Francisco Police 74.
Oh, I guess I called by mistake. What is this?
This is San Francisco Police. Do you need help?
Oh, well, there's a gentleman here just waiting for my wife to come back. Nancy Pelosi. He's just waiting for her to come back, but she's not going to be here for a day, so I guess we'll have to wait.
Okay, do you need police, fire, or medical for anything?
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Okay.
There's the is the Capitol Police around?
No, this is
They usually protect my wife. They're usually here at the house protecting my wife. No. This gentleman just came into the house, and he wants to wait here for my wife to come home. And so, anyway, he told me to put the phone down.
Do you know who the person is?
No, I don't know who he is. He has this. He's telling me not to. He's telling me not to do anything. Anyway, this gentleman says that he thinks everything ought to, he's telling me to put the phone down and just do what he says. Okay?
Okay, what's the gentleman's name?
I don't know. What's that? My name's David. The name is David.
Okay, and who is David?
I don't know. What's that? I'm a friend of theirs. Yeah, he says he's a friend, but as I said, I've never.
But you don't know who he is?
No, ma'am.
Okay.
He's telling me I'm being very leading, so I got to stop talking to you, okay?
Okay. You sure I can stay on the phone with you just to make sure everything's okay?
No, he wants me to get that all off the phone, okay?
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, bye.
In October 2022, the caller woke up shortly after 2 a.m. with a man at his bedside carrying a large hammer and several white zip ties. The intruder demanded to know where Nancy was, Paul Pelosi's wife and the former U.S. House Speaker. He and the man, later identified as 42-year-old David DePape, went downstairs and police arrived at the scene.
Hi, how you doing?
How are you?
What's going on, man?
Everything's good.
Hi. Drop the hammer.
Nope. Hey.
What is going on right now?
Pape's attack fractured the 82-year-old skull and caused other serious injuries. Police tackled and disarmed DePape, while Pelosi woke up in a pool of blood. The intruder was then arrested and charged with assault, attempted murder, and attempted kidnapping. He allegedly had a list of other politicians that he planned to take out. In fact, DePape spoke openly about his intentions with Nancy Pelosi that night.
All I was basically hold her hostage, and I was going to talk to her and basically tell her what. Told the truth, I let her go scot-free. If she lied, that was going to break me down.
DePape entered a not guilty plea in court, but issued a shocking apology to the public in a call with Fox News.
I want to apologize to everyone. I messed up. What I did was really bad. I'm so sorry I didn't get more of them. It's my own fault. No one else is to blame. Should have come better prepared.
His trial date has been set for October 2023. Meanwhile, according to Nancy, Paul Pelosi is recovering from his injuries. It was just after midnight when Anthony Sirigliano made a phone call to 911. Later, him and his entire family would vanish.
Lego County 911.
Yes, hello. This is Anthony John Sirigliano in Fremont, Michigan, 49412.
Okay, what's going on tonight?
Yes, everyone is okay, but I need the Fremont Police Department, and I believe he is Captain John. I need some police protection immediately.
Okay, for what?
It is of vital national interest. It is related to September 11th, and people want to erase me from the face of the earth. I am not crazy. Mr. knows me. I'm a Christian. I just need some help, and then the U.S. government will take it from here. I know this sounds crazy. You don't have instructions for this. Please send someone that knows it and can talk to the U.S. authorities, please.
Okay. And do you have any weapons there?
No weapons at all, not even a BB gun.
All right. How do we spell your last name?
Sure. It's Cirigliano.
And your phone number?
We have no landline.
Okay. All right, we'll get him over there for you at in Fremont, okay?
Okay. Can they come with their lights off and not to frighten my children, please?
Yep, definitely.
Okay. I'll look for them, knock on the door, and please try to send Mr. even if he has to be awoke from his sleep. It's that important,
Yep,
please.
nope, he's on right now.
Okay. Thank you.
The Fremont Police Department received the call on October 16, 2022. The operator dispatched a unit and found Anthony, his wife Suzette, and their 2 teen children, Brandon and Noah, all present and unharmed. Officers questioned the father about his call, but he couldn't provide any further details, and they left the home, assuming it was a false alarm. Then the Sirigliano family vanished. Over 24 hours later, a neighbor called the police after they found Suzette's elderly mother, who has dementia and needs care, wandering the neighborhood. Responding officers found that the doors to the family's home were locked and their minivan was gone. Their pets were still there. The disappearance had left the community concerned. During the investigation, detectives found that the Sirigliano family likely left their home between 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. that Monday. In Gulliver, Michigan, investigators confirmed that the family stopped for gas and snacks at a BP gas station on October 17th, between 10:40 and 10:55 a.m. in a silver 2005 Toyota Sienna. Here, about 300 miles from their home, 19-year-old Brandon tried to make a call, but it didn't work. On Wednesday, October 19th, the Fremont Police Department made their first formal missing persons post on their Facebook page. It garnered dozens of tips, including one mentioning that they were spotted in the Upper Peninsula and Iron Mountain. Finally, a week after the 911 call, a sharp-eyed citizen saw the vehicle in Stevens Point, Wisconsin, and called the police, which led to their safe return home. The Sirigliano family confirmed that they were all safe. However, they still believed that someone was after them. But the elements of the investigation did not meet the criteria for protective custody. At this point, these claims remain unfounded. Suzette's mother is now being cared for by other family members. On the face of it, a 74-year-old Texas millionaire, Stephen Beard, had it all. A gorgeous Texan home, a wife, and 2 stepdaughters that he adored. But the devastating truth was soon to be revealed. Stephen and Celeste Beard had an unconventional love story. The pair met while Celeste was working in an Austin country club diner. By 1994, Celeste was struggling to make ends meet and fighting to regain custody of her twin daughters, Jennifer and Christina. Twice her age, self-made millionaire and co-founder of the Austin-based TV station KBVO, Stephen Beard, became enthralled by the pretty young waitress. He would frequent the club and spend hours talking to Celeste. Here, he learned about her struggles and vowed to help her fight to gain custody of her daughters no matter the cost. In time, the pair began dating in secret, and by February 1995, Celeste not only had her children back, but she had a new husband to match. She was moving into Stephen's Westlake mansion and building a life together. It wasn't long before cracks began to show. Thrilled at her change in fortune, Celeste would rack up hundreds of thousands worth of expenditures on Stephen's cards weekly. Designer shoes, clothes, and handbags with her newfound wealth, there was nothing she couldn't buy. Months after the nuptials and with his new wife draining his bank account, Stephen began to get tighter with his money. Celeste was given a new, much smaller allowance and didn't react well to the news. Instead, she spent the next few years finding herself in the arms of other men and women. Countless affairs later, Celeste was as desperate as ever to get her hands on more money. By February 1999, the now 36-year-old was admitted into St. David's Pavilion Mental Health Facility, where she would stay for weeks. Then, citing the tight control over her finances that her husband had, she tried to take her own life. But instead of working on getting better, Celeste was coming up with yet another scheme. While in the facility, the disgruntled wife met and grew close to fellow inpatient Tracy Tarleton. The pair allegedly began an affair that continued in the weeks after they were released from St. David's Pavilion. In stolen moments, Celeste would promise Tracy that one day they would be together. She just needed to be rid of her husband finally. Soon enough, Celeste revealed her true intentions to Tracy, revealing her plans to have Stephen killed. Explaining that she had considered hiring a hitman, Celeste managed to convince Tracy to agree to the plan. Once on board, the pair spent the next few weeks plotting their deadly attack. On the evening of October 2nd, Tracy, under Celeste's instruction, broke into the Beard family home. Once inside, she crept up to the primary bedroom where she found Stephen fast asleep. Composing herself for just a few moments, Tracy pointed the gun at him, shot him in the stomach, and fled the scene. But their plan didn't work. Stephen survived.
Ambulance, what's some kind of emergency? Hello?
Oh, hurry. My cat just jumped out of my stomach.
How did you...
They blew out of my stomach.
Okay, sir, how did...
I'm in awful pain.
How did this happen?
There's nothing. I've been sleeping. I just woke up.
Okay, are you there by yourself?
My wife is somewhere in the house. I can't find her.
Paramedics arrived on the scene within minutes, and police immediately began investigating. At first, Stephen appeared to be out of the woods. His immediate injuries were treated, and he seemed to be recovering well. However, as detectives searched for his assailant, on January 22, 2000, Stephen Beard died as a result of his injuries. A post-mortem investigation found that his cause of death was a blood clot formed due to the shooting. Now it was a murder investigation. Police fumbled as they struggled to find any leads. The well-liked businessman had no known enemies, and no evidence was found at the scene to tie anybody to the crime. After the attack on Stephen, Celeste and Tracy ceased contact. Not wanting to arouse suspicion, the pair had agreed to go their separate ways until the heat was off. But just 5 months after Stephen died, the illusion of a new life together that Celeste had built for Tracy shattered. Opening the daily newspaper, the killer discovered that Celeste had remarried. Hurt, angry, and confused, Tracy quickly put the pieces together. She had been used as a pawn, all for Celeste to get what she truly wanted: money. Tracy called the police and came clean. She told detectives how the pair had planned the attack together for weeks, how Celeste had talked her into murder, and how she was the one to kill Stephen Beard. It was over for Celeste. Tracy Tarleton agreed to testify against her partner in exchange for a 20-year sentence for her part in the murder. Celeste was arrested on March 28, 2002 and charged with capital murder. She did everything she could at her trial to spin Tracy's testimony. The court was told how Tracy wasn't to be trusted, using her history of mental health issues against her, telling jurors how she made it up out of spite for Celeste refusing to engage in a relationship with her. And it might have been believed if it wasn't for 2 witnesses. Her own daughters testified against her, telling the court how their mother had spoken openly about her attempts to hire a hitman, wanting to rid herself of Stephen and gain access to his fortune. The jury saw through Celeste's lies, and she was given 2 life sentences with no chance of release until 2043. Meanwhile, Tracy received 10 years in prison, followed by 12 years of probation. After her 2011 release, she moved to San Antonio. She was later taken off parole in August 2021. Next, you'll hear the deadly result of an alleged schizophrenic episode that ended in parricide.
911, what is that? It's emergency.
I'm at, but my neighbors across the street, son is shooting a gun out in the garage and he is just going.
Okay, are you at?
I'm afraid to go out there because
Okay, can you just see him from your house?
I can see him from the house. Yes, I can see him from the house. I can see him coming in and out.
Black male?
He's a white male.
How many shots have you heard?
At least 9, maybe 10.
Do you know? Can you see the gun?
It's a handgun. I know that much.
Just stay on the line. Just stay on the line.
Trust me, I'm staying on the line with. I do not see his father, his name is.
And the guy that's shooting is a white male, you say? How old?
Yeah, his son.
On the morning of Sunday, July 31st, 2022, shortly after 10 a.m., police dispatchers received a call from a concerned resident reporting that he could hear gunshots at his neighbor's house. Telling officers that he could see the resident's son walking around with a gun, the neighbor said that multiple rounds had been fired, and he believed someone had been killed. Minutes later, the son, 21-year-old Kyle Ramish, called 911 himself.
911, what's the address of the emergency?
My dad was trying to kill me.
Okay, how was he trying to kill you?
With the new money.
With what?
The money. With money.
How is he trying to kill you with money?
You'll see how later.
No. What's going on?
My dad is trying to kill me.
Okay, where is he at?
He's dead now.
Okay, well, what do you mean by that?
He was trying to kill me.
Okay, he was trying to kill you, but now he's dead? What happened? What's your name, honey? Okay, are you home by yourself right now? Where's your dad?
He's here.
Okay, did you do something to him?
Mm-hmm.
What did you do?
I shot him.
Okay, you shot him? Where's the gun at?
It's in my room.
Okay, just stay on the phone with me.
Kyle admitted to the dispatcher that he had killed his father, Christopher or Chris Ramish, in a dispute over money. Police arrived on the scene minutes later. Once inside, they found 14 spent shell casings on the garage floor alongside a Sig Sauer 9mm semi-automatic handgun that was also found on the property. The garage door was also discovered to have been littered with bullet holes. Kyle was arrested and taken into custody while the community grieved at the loss of Chris. A figurehead, Chris had been serving locals for years as a chiropractor at Ridge Chiropractic Care. Since the case is still ongoing, I don't have all the details as to what happened in the home that fateful Sunday morning yet. Deputies initially released a statement that Kyle will be going to prison for a very long time. They later discussed with the media that they believed Kyle, who allegedly has schizophrenia, had not taken his medication in the days leading up to the murder. According to Sheriff Judd of the Polk County Sheriff's Office, his story tells us, when he doesn't take medication, he has episodes where he thinks people are trying to kill him, specifically his dad being one of them. Regardless of his mental health issues, Sheriff Judd said that Kyle would still be charged and tried.
Whenever you don't take your medication appropriately, when you don't go to your counselors appropriately, then horrible things can happen, and the worst thing happened on this particular occasion.
Kyle remains in Polk County Jail, charged with first-degree murder, and is held without bond. As always, I will update you when new information comes out in this tragic case. Living under a bed for most of her 88 days of captivity, a young girl never gives up hope.
No, I don't want to take her with
Douglas County 911.
Hi. I have a young lady at my house right now, and she just says her name is Jamie Cross.
Okay, what's your address?
It's in Gordon, Wisconsin.
Okay, have you seen her photo, ma'am?
Yes, it is her. I 100% think it is her.
Are you, okay.
100%.
Does it look like she's going to run?
No, she's sitting down. She's relaxing.
Okay, hang on just a second. What's your name?
Yep.
What's your name, ma'am?
Kristen Kaczynski.
Kristen, how do you spell your last name?
Kasins.
Okay, did she show up walking?
Yeah, a neighbor just walked up with her to our house and asked us to call 911.
Okay, hang on just a second.
Are you cold? Do you need a blanket or anything? Do you need anything to drink or water or anything? Okay. Have you watched the show? It's their favorite. This is my son. That's why. That's Carly.
Kristen, I'm going to keep you on the line, okay?
Okay, yep, sounds good. I can barely hear this lady. I got him. You'll be ready to go. Like, no, but if somebody comes to this house, you need to.
Kristen, is the neighbor that walked her up, is she still there?
Yes, she is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you ask the neighbor, did the female just walk up to her house, or how did she come across her?
Hold on 1 second. She wants to know where she came from, how you got her, etc. Okay. Hold on 1 second. I'm going to pass you over here. Okay. Hi. My name is Jeannie Miller. We have a cabin up here in Gordon on Oak
Okay, ma'am.
And I was walking. Yes.
Okay. Can I just get your name?
Jeannie Nutter, Nutter.
Okay, and do you have a cabin address?
I'm sorry, I'm so free.
No, that's okay.
My address or not.
That's okay.
I mean, I'm not up here very often in the winter. I just happened to come up today.
Okay.
I didn't want to bring her to my cabin.
So how did she come up upon your cabin?
I was walking my dog, and we were almost home, and she was walking towards me, crying, saying, "You gotta help me, you gotta help me."
Okay.
So I didn't want to go into my cabin because it's too close to Patterson's.
And she said her name is Jamie Claus?
Yep. And when I walked into this house, they recognized her immediately from before.
Okay.
Yeah, I got it. I'm on course 3 and 20
So Jamie, do you know when he's going to come back? He thought he was going to come back.
Who's going to come back?
His name is Jake Patterson. Jake Thomas Patterson, she said.
Okay, hang on.
And apparently his house is 2 doors down from our cabin. Oh, Henry, get off the couch. I'm sorry. You can just, why don't you hang on to him, Jamie? It would be good for you to pet a dog.
If you can't get any other information as far as vehicles and if anyone else is with there, so we're not walking into something we don't know.
So we're kind of scared because he might come.
Yep.
So if the cops could get here soon, we would.
I have many deputies headed that way. I'm going to keep you on the line.
Okay.
And she said, "I am Jamie Claus."
Yes. She said, "He killed my parents. I want to go home. Help me."
And what was the male's name?
Jake? Is it Jake? Jake Patterson? Jake Patterson.
And she said he killed her parents and she wants to go home?
Yes. She didn't know where she was. When I saw her, she was saying, "Where am I? Where am I?"
Okay.
You're in Wisconsin.
And did she say he's gone right now?
Yes.
Are they at a cabin?
Well, I think it's he lives there year round.
And he's supposed to be back at midnight?
Yes.
Okay, hang on. Yep, bye. Jeannie, you there?
Yes.
Okay. I've got multiple deputies headed out there, so I just want you to stay on the line with me, okay?
Okay.
Does she seem like she's going to need medical attention at all?
I would think yes.
Okay.
I was a social worker for 30 years. So
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, what do you think is her medical condition right now?
Well, I think shock and cold and
okay.
Shock. A good thing happened here.
Yep, just try and speak very calm.
Okay.
And just if she feels, just don't try to push her too much.
No, we're not.
Ma'am, my deputy, she just wants you to lock the doors.
Okay, they would like us to lock the doors and not open the door for anybody but them.
Yep. And don't let the dogs out or anything. Just everybody stay inside until I can get deputies there.
Okay.
Okay. And I'm just going to start paging out medical. I'm going to have them stage in the area because I don't want anybody to come up into the house.
Okay.
Until the deputies get there, but I want them in the area, okay?
Okay.
Okay, just 1 moment.
You don't have us in yet.
Okay. Okay.
Did she say where Jake is?
You don't know where Jake is, right? She has no idea where he is. She told me that when he leaves her, she doesn't know that he's gone. He turns the music up real loud. Sometimes he has people come over to watch her. People to come over. He's pushed you, hides you under a bed. He has hidden her under a bed.
You just put it in the car.
Does he live there alone? He's the only one that lives there.
Okay. Does she remember how far she was walking before she met you up with you?
Did you just leave your house, leave his house when you found me? She was like maybe 100 yards from my cabin.
Okay.
Okay. Get hot, take it off.
Does she seem comfortable right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
We have her wrapped up in a blanket.
Okay, perfect.
Does he work? He doesn't work. And I asked her what kind of car it was. It's a red. He used to be in the military.
I'm sorry, he used to be in the military?
There's a bunch of cars in his driveway. I mean, I've walked by that place. I can't tell you how many times this year.
Oh, you know where it is?
I know right where it is. My husband walks around the block. Yeah, the plugged-in snowman.
Do you know what road it's on?
It's on Eau Claire Acres Road. It's on the same road I live on. So he lives 2 doors down from me.
Do you know Jake?
No, he's never really been. I mean, we only come up here. It's a cabin. So we only come up here periodically, but he's never been friendly or talked to me. And we've been here 4 years.
Okay, have you seen him though?
No.
Okay.
I don't even know what he looks like.
From your place? Hang on a second, I'm going to go back here. Yep, that's the one that I've got deputies coming to you guys right now. I'm asking where you live or your cabin? Okay. And from your, I'm sorry, Jeannie, from your cabin?
I just asked her, she said all the people that hang out at his house apparently do not know who she is.
Okay. From the house that you're at right now?
Yeah.
Where would that place be?
Okay,
I'm gonna hang on. Let me pull up the map, and I'm gonna kind of walk it through with you here. Okay, so you're on the Eau Claire Acres Circle.
Acres Circle. So what is it? Kazinskis. Yeah, I can't ever pronounce it, but
Yeah. So from where you're at,
then there's a house next to them. Then there's my blue A-frame.
You know what? I'm sorry. I'm gonna pull up a better map. This one isn't very good. Go to that Jake's place. Would you go to the right?
Left.
Okay.
You would go left, and then you would walk past one house. Then there would be our cabin. Then there would be another house, a cabin. People are hardly ever there. Then there's Jake's house.
Okay, is it right, like on the corner on the left?
It's on a corner.
Okay. And that's a house.
Many, many cars in the driveway. Is that plug-in still there? There was like a big plug-in snowman at the end of the driveway. I tell you, we've been coming here 4 years. I've never seen this face. Oh, okay.
And there's a plug-in, what did you say?
Like a plug-in snowman at the driveway.
At the driveway?
Yeah, at Jake's driveway.
And multiple cars.
Yeah, multiple cars. In the driveway, I just walk by it because when I go on the walk with my dog, I walk the Eau Claire Acres Circle, and I just noticed he hadn't really plowed his driveway. It was just kind of swept at the end, so.
Okay.
She doesn't have any shoes. She's wearing his tennis shoes. What size shoe do you wear? You know? Because I got lots of shoes up here, too.
Okay, and all the doors are locked?
Yes, all the doors are locked.
Okay, so I'm just going to let you know, when the deputies pull up, they're going to give me instructions on, if somebody to come to the door, how they want to handle it.
Okay.
So go ahead.
Okay, what is your first name? I feel Peter's parents might be coming here in the middle.
No. He needs to call him right now and tell him, do not go.
Not to come? Okay, they need to not come. Okay, he's going to try to get a hold of you.
Yeah, they need to not. I can't have anybody showing up at that house right now.
We have such crappy cell service here.
Nope, I understand.
So he's going to try to call them and tell them not to come.
Absolutely, he needs to, yeah.
29 to 22.
And if they show up before the deputies, you guys need to tell them to leave right away.
Okay.
Can they view it from the suspect address?
Can you see the suspect's house from where you're at?
No. Because the road kind of curves. The road curves. So Peter's house is close to Y.
Okay.
And then it's just too curvy. We can't, and it's very woody here. They'll see that when they get here.
Okay.
I can't see his house from our cabin.
Okay.
He's 29.
Okay.
I'm behind you then, too.
I don't want you to be scared.
Great, thanks.
What was she saying to you?
I was just asking her if she was afraid, and she said no.
She did. Okay, good. Well, you guys are doing a good job of keeping her comfortable.
And you're doing a good job of keeping us calm.
Well, that's why we're here.
I know you've done a lot. Can you try to get a suspect vehicle description in case we see them?
Yep, Jake, and you said the car that Jake drives, did she tell you it's a red?
Right? Is that what you said? Do you know what kind of car? She has no idea. But it's red. But there's like, I don't know, maybe 8 cars in this driveway.
Okay. Are you guys all in like the living room, or where are you guys at in the house right now?
Well, I was just making sure my dog was not scratching their door. So we're all in the living room. When they drive in the circle driveway, they'll see a porch, a white porch with a Christmas tree.
Okay.
And the blue cars parked by the garage, and then the door is on the side of the house.
Okay.
Do you want Peter to be outside?
No, everybody needs to stay inside. I know he wants to help, but they're just kind of figuring out who's going to go where right now.
Okay. And saying that he's going to be home at midnight is not a for sure thing.
Okay.
He doesn't know where he went or what he does.
Right.
Okay, I see lights. Good, maybe somebody's here. Okay, somebody's here.
Okay, wait a minute.
It's a police officer.
You can see?
Yep. No, you gotta stay here. How are we to let them in? We need to let them in, right?
Hang on, I'm just asking him right now. Okay, was there a deputy that knocked on the door, or you just saw him in the driveway?
They're in the house. The cops are in the house.
Oh, they're in there with you?
Yes, they just came in.
Okay, Jeannie, perfect. Then I can let you go as long as the deputies are with you guys.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. Good job.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Jean Nutter was walking her dog near her driveway at about 4 p.m. in January 2019 when she spotted a blonde-haired girl alone, without a coat or gloves. Nutter wouldn't usually visit her cabin in the winter, but she was there. As the girl came closer, the woman recognized her face from the constant media coverage. It was Jamie Kloss. She held Jamie tightly as they walked to the nearest home, where Kristen Kasinkas heard pounding on her door. Her neighbor stood outside with a skinny girl with unkempt hair and oversized sneakers. The woman feared the kidnapper would come looking for the teen, so Kasinkas' husband stood guard at the front door with a gun. Deputies pulled up to the house just before sunset at 4:43 p.m., but even then, Nutter couldn't trust they were safe. What had happened in the days leading up to this shocking 911 call? While working as a temp at Saputo Cheese Factory in Almena, Wisconsin, Jake Patterson had a brief stop behind a school bus while driving to work. The chance encounter provided his first glimpse of a green-eyed, strawberry-blonde middle school student who boarded the bus that October morning. He didn't know her name, nor did he know who lived in the nearby ranch-style home. What he knew for certain was that she was the girl he was going to take. In fact, by his own admission, Patterson put quite a bit of thought into every detail of how he would carry it out. She was a 13-year-old named Jamie Kloss. Twice, he drove to Jamie's home in the small town of Barron. Cars in the driveway scared him away the first time. A night or two later, he aborted his plan after spotting lights and people in the house. But the third time, he wouldn't leave alone. It was on October 15th that he took his father's Mossberg shotgun, which he considered to be a fairly common weapon. Patterson grabbed 6 shotgun shells, put on gloves, and wiped them for prints. Then, at Walmart, he picked up a black balaclava. He'd shaved his face and head so he'd leave no forensic evidence. Then he stole the plates from a parked car and switched them with his own. The stalker disconnected his car's dome light to help conceal his appearance. He cut a cord that could unlock the trunk from the inside. Dressed in brown, steel-toed boots, a black jacket, and jeans, Patterson used the mask to conceal his round, bespectacled face. Gloves covered his hands. The Taurus coasted into the Kloss family driveway early that Monday morning with its headlights off. Jamie woke up to her dog, Molly, barking. She got up, saw the car, and rushed to wake her parents. Her father, 56-year-old James, headed for the front door. At the same time, Patterson parked, stepped out quietly, and walked to the entrance stairs. Meanwhile, Jamie and her 46-year-old mother, Denise, hid in the bathroom. They locked and barricaded the door with a cabinet drawer and waited in the bathtub with the shower curtain closed. Patterson initially mistook the father, who was standing near the front door with a flashlight, as a cop and demanded he gets on the ground. But when James Kloss didn't move, the intruder climbed the brick stairs and opened the storm door. He pounded on the wooden door. Jamie's father looked at him through a small, iron-encased window in the middle of the door. He stared through the glass, down the chrome-plated shotgun barrel. Patterson pulled the trigger. The blast shook Jamie, who cowered in the tub. She knew her father was dead. Her mother dialed 911 on her cell phone. During the call, around 12:53 a.m., no one spoke. Instead, the dispatchers just heard screaming. When they tried to call back, they got Denise's voicemail. Outside, Patterson tried to break open the door. He fired a spent shell and unloaded a blast toward the doorknob. He pushed the door open and stepped over James Kloss's body. With a flashlight in hand, Patterson stalked the rooms. One door wouldn't budge. He checked the rest of the house, vacant. He returned to the bolted door. He couldn't kick it open. He rammed it with his shoulder over and over. It took 10 to 15 blows from the upper half of his 6-foot, 215-pound frame before it split in two. He ripped down the shower curtain. Denise Kloss clung to her daughter in what the intruder would describe as a bear hug. He handed Denise Kloss duct tape and ordered her to cover her daughter's mouth. When she struggled, Patterson rested his weapon on the sink and did it himself. He also bound Jamie's wrists and ankles and helped her out of the tub. He pointed the shotgun at her mother's head and squeezed the trigger as he turned his head away. Patterson then grabbed the 5-foot, 100-pound teenager and nearly slipped on the bloodied floor on the way out. He dragged her across the yard and forced her into the trunk of the Taurus. In all, he spent 4 minutes at the house. 3 Barron County Sheriff's deputies were already on their way. Patterson removed his mask. The shotgun lay next to him. He pressed the gas pedal. But only 20 seconds into his getaway, he slowed for blinking lights and blaring sirens. A deputy saw a Taurus yield to the passing squad cars. But unfortunately, it wouldn't be the last time during Jamie's ordeal that law enforcement would encounter that car. Patterson was ready for a gunfight, later telling investigators he most likely would have shot at the police if they'd stopped him. In the trunk, Jamie heard the sirens. Then they faded away. At the Kloss family home, deputies discovered the bodies around 1 a.m. Jamie was gone. The deep drone of an Amber Alert soon buzzed cell phones across the state. For 3 months, police and volunteers across northern Wisconsin searched for her. Detectives chased thousands of tips. The FBI offered a $25,000 reward for information. Her parents' employer added another $25,000. Jamie's photo circulated on posters. Strangers attended her parents' funeral. Neighbors gathered at events in her honor. Relatives appealed to the public for information about where she could possibly be. The whole time, Patterson was holding Jamie in a cluttered, single-family home near the tiny and heavily forested town of Gordon, population 650, just 70 miles north of where she lived. A sign atop the front door greets visitors to the beige and brown 2-bedroom home. Set on 2.6 secluded acres, Patterson's retreat, it reads. In the basement fireplace, he'd burned her clothes, the duct tape, and his gloves. He'd had Jamie change into his sister's pajamas. He was surprised to find no blood spatter on his boots or clothing. Patterson forced Jamie to stay under his twin-sized bed, shutting her in with bags, laundry bins, and barbells when visitors arrived, or he left the house. When his father came on Saturdays, he turned up the bedroom radio to muffle her movements. He said he kept her in line by yelling and hitting the walls, especially the 2 times he noticed she had tried to get out from under the bed. He repeatedly warned that bad things would happen to her if she tried to come out. During one outburst, Jamie said Patterson struck her really hard on her back. She sometimes stayed under the bed for as long as 12 hours without food, water, or access to the bathroom. He kept the loaded shotgun outside the bedroom for a time in case the police came. But 2 weeks after the kidnapping, he put the weapon away. Patterson later told detectives he believed he had gotten away with his crimes. Perhaps this sense of confidence and accomplishment led Patterson to apply for a nighttime warehouse job at a liquor distributor on the morning of January 10th, 87 days after Jamie's abduction. Under skill on his resume, he wrote, "I'm an honest and hardworking guy. Not much work experience, but I show up to work and am a quick learner." That morning, Patterson had told Jamie he was going out for a few hours. And Jamie made a decision. She'd be caged no longer. She shoved the bins and weights away from the bed. Then she crawled out from the 2.5 feet that separated the mattress from the cold floor. Freedom at her grasp, she unlocked the front door and stepped out into an unfamiliar, snowy landscape wearing only pajamas and her captor's sneakers on the wrong feet. When Patterson got home, Jamie was gone. He searched the house, then went outside and noticed her footprints. He got back into the Taurus to hunt her down. Just then, a deputy ferrying Jamie away from the Kasinkas' home spotted a red vehicle, a Kia or a Ford, approaching from the other direction. Jamie couldn't say whether it was her abductor. The deputy alerted her colleagues. Patterson by now had restored the original plates to his car. A license plate check by police showed the vehicle was registered to someone with the surname Patterson. An officer saw a male driver alone in the car and followed it past the house they'd soon come to learn had been Jamie's secret prison. 2 sergeants stopped the Taurus. One ordered the driver to put his hands up, then opened the door. Jake Patterson identified himself. He said he knew what this was about. 3 clear words came from him: "I did it." Investigators said he provided chilling details of his crime in a lengthy confession, including his insistence he would never have been caught had he just planned everything perfectly. When it was finally over, he faced 2 charges of intentional homicide, along with kidnapping and armed burglary counts. Patterson later pleaded guilty to kidnapping and was sentenced to 2 life terms in prison without the possibility of release, plus 40 years for the crimes. Another couple's argument ended with one of them falling multiple stories. A night of drinking and arguing at the Coeur d'Alene resort culminated in a teary call to 911 moments after Linnea M. Sprung Hambrise fell 12 stories to her death. The caller was her boyfriend, Ian James.
911, what's your emergency?
No, I'm at the Coeur d'Alene resort. My girlfriend jumped off me, please.
What's the matter?
I'm at the Coeur.
I understand where you are. What room are you in?
I'm at 12, I think security, 1258, 1258.
Okay, listen to me.
No, security's here.
What room are you in?
12, no,
take a breath.
Is it 12? Hold on. 1268, 1268, 1268.
And what's going on there, hon?
She jumped off the balcony.
She jumped off the 12th floor balcony?
Yes. Yes.
It's all right, sweetie. Stay on the phone. It is okay. How old is she? Listen to me carefully. Are you on the water side?
Yes, but she...
Okay. Oh, it's okay. Stay on the phone.
It's not okay.
It's all right.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
All right. Stay on the phone. When did she jump? Just before you called me? Okay.
I called hotel security.
Okay.
Hotel security.
You called security first, and then you called me?
Yeah, I didn't know what to do. I called.
It's okay. Is security there with you?
Yes.
Okay. All right. I want you to tell me. Did you see her fall?
No. No.
Okay. All right. You're doing great. How old is she? Okay. It's you know what? It's okay.
36. She just turned 36. 36.
All right.
God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Are you sitting down?
Oh my God.
All right. What is your name?
It's my girlfriend. My name's Ian.
Ian, what's your last name?
James.
Ian, what?
James.
Are you from here?
I'm born and raised, and I don't live here now.
Okay.
Back here for
okay.
reunion and my dad's surgery, and he came with me for my reunion.
And where do you live now?
Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
Okay. All right, and what is her name?
Her name is
Ian, stay with me, buddy. You're doing great. Ian.
You asked me something.
It's okay, hon. It's all right. What is her name?
Her name is Linnea Hambryce, Lynea. Hambryce, Hambryce, Hambryce.
Okay, and you guys are facing on the water side. And why did she say anything to you?
Yeah, we went upstairs to drink a bottle of wine and brought some of it back. And
was she intoxicated?
Yes.
All right. Did you have a little bit of a disagreement? You're doing fine.
She did.
Okay.
She got really mad at me because I wasn't paying enough attention to her, she said.
All right.
I was
788 Central.
I was not receptive to her advances, and I was she's so mad. So mad.
Well,
she come to comfort me up here, and I was
all right. Okay.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
All right.
No, this is not right.
It's going to be listen. Right. You just calm down.
No.
Just calm down. People are going to ask you a whole lot of questions, and you're going to need to be able to stay a little bit focused. I know you're stressed out. It's okay. Just hang in there. It's all right. I'm just going to stay on the phone with you until law enforcement gets on scene. Ian, are you 38 years old?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Yes, I am.
All right. Okay. Is that security?
Yes.
What are they saying?
Nothing.
Are they on the balcony?
Yes. What do I do?
You just stay on the phone with me until law enforcement comes upstairs and contacts you. That's all I'm asking you to do. They will come upstairs as soon as they are ready to come and see you, but they're going to look for her first. So just stay on the phone.
Okay.
I know. You did the right thing by calling immediately.
I'm supposed to do something like this. Writing stuff like this. I never thought to do it. They're here. They're here.
Okay, hon, I'm going to let you go. All right, bye-bye.
36-year-old Linnea Hambryce worked at the Louisiana State University School of Music. Her boyfriend, 36-year-old Ian James, worked as a financial consultant. The couple lived in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. In July 2009, the couple checked into their 12th floor room at the Coeur d'Alene Resort in Idaho, where they had booked for 4 nights. They were in town for Ian's 20th high school reunion. That night, they were drinking and arguing. Witnesses in nearby rooms heard Linnea telling Ian to stop hurting her 19 minutes before the 911 call. This was not the first time an argument between the couple had escalated. About a year before, Hambryce was hospitalized after James had beaten her with a liquor bottle. At the hospital, a detective came to take a report from the victim. When her boyfriend showed up, she became physically scared and started shaking and crying. The woman begged the detective to make the man leave. He was charged with second-degree aggravated battery, but that charge was later dismissed at the request of Hambryce. As James recalled, the couple had a drunken argument about sex in their relationship before the 36-year-old fell to her death. During the altercation, Hambryce had allegedly been standing on the railing, but James said he had talked her down. He told police that he was inside when he heard a couple of thumps, then went outside and saw the woman lying on the first floor. A couple staying in the room below said they heard the pair argue, furniture moving, and the sliding door open again before. They saw something fly past the balcony. That was Hambryce. One witness said James was sobbing and saying, "Oh my God." A text message found on James's phone 3 minutes before the 911 call said, "He may need his help. She got drunk and got crazy." It's unknown who the recipient was. When police arrived, Linnea Hambryce was declared dead. They seized a laptop, a ring, a watch, a purse, a cell phone, and a prescription bottle made out to the woman. Autopsy reports said her blood alcohol level was at 0.23, approximately 7% from blood alcohol poisoning. The coroner ruled that Hambryce's body landed in a way that indicated it was an accidental fall, not a jump or push. After taking a lie detector test and the coroner's findings, Ian James was cleared of any wrongdoing.
¿Cuál es la emergencia? 911. What's your emergency? Hello? What is your emergency? Hello?
You need to calm down and relax.
Okay. Hello, what's your emergency? Hello, what is your emergency? Hello, this is Bell Gardens Police Department. What is your emergency?
Hi, I have to report an emergency. My friend's got in an argument and there's shots fired on it.
Okay, where's your friend, the one that got shot? Where is he at?
That's my father. He's in the house. Okay, it wasn't my mom's fault.
Okay.
She was defending herself.
So your mom shot your father? Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay. Where's your mom at?
He hurt me. He's on the floor dying. Okay, he hurt me.
Okay, ma'am. Okay. Hello?
Yeah, I'm here.
Where's your mom at?
She's upstairs. She's crying. I told her.
Okay, that's fine. Where's the gun?
The gun is on the floor upstairs.
Okay.
Please get here.
She's upstairs.
On September 30th, 2014, Lavette Crespo opened fire on her husband at their home amid a dispute over his infidelity. Her 19-year-old son had tried to intervene, later calling 911 and telling a dispatcher through tears that his mother was defending herself and was not at fault. 45-year-old Bell Gardens Mayor Daniel Crespo was shot 3 times in the chest and died of his injuries. The couple, who were high school sweethearts, married in New York City as teenagers before settling in Bell Gardens in 1987. The wife's attorney had said the shooting came after years of domestic abuse. In a coroner's autopsy report released at the end of 2014, the Crespo's daughter, Crystal, stated that her father had verbally and physically abused her mother for more than 20 years. Citing an LA County Sheriff's Department homicide detective, the report said Crespo was apparently known to drag his wife by her hair into the bedroom to force her to sleep in the same room as him. It further stated that he had threatened to kill his wife and 2 children if she tried to report the abuse. Family members believed jealousy may have spurred the deadly shooting. Daniel's brother, William Crespo, alleged in a 2014 civil lawsuit that the shooting was premeditated, with malice and in cold blood. The mayor's attorney had also pressed for a murder charge to be filed in the case, though Lavette Crespo was subsequently charged with voluntary manslaughter. The 45-year-old mother reached a plea deal on a charge of voluntary manslaughter and was sentenced to 90 days in jail and 5 years of formal probation. Additionally, Crespo could receive 500 hours of community service and be ordered to attend anger management classes. This wedding was definitely one for the books, but not in the way you'd expect. A wedding took an unexpected turn when multiple guests complained of feeling ill, believing they had ingested marijuana-laced food.
We're in the clubhouse, so there's a wedding happening. Okay, and you're at the clubhouse?
Yes.
Okay, do you need fire or medical?
Medical?
Can the patient walk on their own?
Yes, he's standing.
Right. Okay, can you tell me exactly what happened?
We're just at the wedding. Me and my girlfriend were talking, and it feel like I feel weird. I feel like there's some kind of drug in me or something, and I don't know what's happening. So
what do you mean?
I can't explain.
You think there's drugs in you?
It feels like or an allergic reaction maybe to some food, but I don't remember what I've eaten. I've had a few drinks of alcohol, but I've never felt like this before. It feels like feels like something's happening, and I don't know what it is. So.
Okay, how old are you?
41.
You're 41?
Yes.
Okay. And was this accidental or was it intentional?
I have no idea what happened. So completely accidental. I don't know what I don't know. I feel like I need some sort of medical attention, please.
Okay. Are you feeling violent?
No.
Okay. Understood. What's your name?
Right now, sometimes it feels like it's getting difficult.
Okay, so your breathing's not normal for you. Do you know what you took or what you ate?
I ate the food that was here, and I drank a couple of glasses of white wine.
Okay, so you've had wine and you've ingested some of the food that's there?
Yes.
Understood. And when did you take it?
I mean, we've been eating for the past hour and a half or something.
Hour and a half? Okay. And that was from the food?
Yes.
Okay, and have you...
Small sips. I have not had much to drink.
Okay. But it's been approximately the same time frame?
Yeah, we've been drinking a little bit here and there throughout the night. It's a wedding. Yeah.
Paramedics are on the way to help you now. Just stay on the line with me. I'm going to tell you exactly what to do next. Just from now on, don't have anything else to eat or drink. It might make you sick or cause further problems. I want you to go ahead and rest in the most comfortable position for you. Now, before the responders arrive, are you on any medications?
No.
Okay. And where exactly in the clubhouse are you?
I mean, it's just one big room. I'm just here inside the building.
Okay. You're just inside the clubhouse?
Yeah.
Okay. And what are you wearing?
I'm wearing a black suit.
It's in front of the clubhouse?
I think I can walk there. I'm leaned up against the wall, so I'm trying to remain focused.
Okay. As long as I can. If anything does change, I need you to let me know until the paramedics arrive, okay?
Okay.
Okay, I know you said you're leaning up against the wall and you can try and meet the units out front. Can you lean on the wall that's outside of the clubhouse so they can meet you out front? Are you with somebody that can help you?
Yes.
How far away are they? It's really cold outside. Okay, they should be there shortly, which is why we're trying to go ahead and make sure that they could get to him.
Okay. It's also, I mean, it's a wide open room. It's like not the least bit crowded where we are.
Food and the wine?
I did not.
Okay. And when did you start feeling weird?
We were listening to the music outside, and we came into this clubhouse and started talking. And then I started feeling very weird, like I'm losing track of time. Time's dilating. My heart rate feels pretty high.
You said your heart rate feels really high?
I mean, I guess I have an Apple Watch. I can take it, but it feels higher than normal.
Okay.
Hold on a second, taking it. But I'm feeling like it's 150, so it's as if I'm running a marathon.
Okay.
That's my 150 to, well, maybe not, but 150 to 160 is my running heart rate.
You said it's 150
I
to 160?
don't feel totally. 150 to 160 would be my running heart rate, and that's 151 right now. And my mouth is really dry. And
okay, you said you took this with your Apple Watch?
yes, I feel like I'm going in and out.
Do you feel like you're going in and out?
Yeah, I'm going in and out.
Okay, you're doing great, okay? Just stay on the line with me. Just let me know if anything else is changing as we go, okay? And then just let me know when the paramedics are right with you. Hello? 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 Can anybody hear me?
Oh, I feel some pressure in my head.
You're feeling pressure in your head?
Hello?
You're feeling pressure in your head?
Hello?
Can you hear me?
I accidentally took you off the speaker.
Okay, you're saying that you're feeling pressure in your head?
Yeah, there's like up above my left eye, like right in my temple, a little bit above that on the left side.
Okay.
And I'm feeling like I'm going in and out of consciousness.
Okay. Can help walk you out to the front because our units are pulling up.
They need to come in.
You don't think you can walk straight?
I do not think I can walk out there. I probably should sit.
That's okay. I want you to rest in the most comfortable position for you until they get to you, okay?
My heart rate is going up.
What is your Apple Watch telling you now?
It's 145.
Your heart rate is 145?
feels like it's beating out of my chest, but I can feel it pounding.
Okay, Timothy, they're almost with you, okay? They should be there very shortly.
Thank you.
And I want you to rest in the most comfortable position until they get to you.
I sat down.
Okay. Can you send somebody to go get them at the front so you could stay sitting down?
I'm working my way. If there's a way to the front that's through, I didn't figure that out. So
Okay, do you see the fire department pulling up?
yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to let them know that you're meeting them out front so you could direct them over to the patient. Do you actually see the paramedic?
Yeah, they're right here.
I'm going to let you go so you can speak with them, okay?
Okay. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Deputies have released body camera video from the wedding in Longwood, which ultimately resulted in the arrests of the bride and the caterer.
Bride and groom?
Yes.
You're bride and groom?
Yes, sir.
Okay, couple questions for you.
Yes, sir.
In the video, the deputy continues questioning the groom about whether there was marijuana in the food and who may have put it there. The groom said in the video that some of the guests used marijuana and may have brought their own edibles, but he said he was unaware of anything in the food.
Whether it was the caterers on their own accord or if it was with their permission or what happened?
It could have been. I mean, I'm not going to lie. People here are, consume marijuana.
Uh-huh.
I mean, it's, I think people probably had, I wouldn't be surprised if people had, their own edibles.
But if somebody put it in the food for everybody, including minors or whatever the case might be,
right,
then that's where the problem kind of lies.
Absolutely.
The video ends with the deputy reporting more people who said that they are not feeling good, as other deputies are bagging up leftover food as evidence. According to an arrest affidavit, the lasagna and a piece of bread collected at the scene tested positive for THC. The bride, 42-year-old Danya Glenny, and the caterer, 31-year-old Jocelyn Bryant, were arrested and both faced charges of tampering, culpable negligence, and delivery of marijuana. In our next case, family ties mean nothing when addiction takes hold. On February 15, 2018, 55-year-old Vicky Zabala was found dead in her own home on Torrington Avenue, Ohio, after her mother, Janet, received a worrying call from her son.
Where's your emergency? What's the problem?
Yes. I find my sister, I have a claimant. My brother killed my sister, I think. She's on the floor. She's in her living room on the floor, non-responsive. She's been beaten up.
Okay, is she breathing?
I don't know.
What makes you think your brother killed her?
He called my mother and said, call the coroner. She's dead.
Right.
Vicky, oh my God.
Where is
Vicky? He has her car. He took her car. Her car's not here.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Your brother called your mom and said that he killed her, that you need the coroner?
Yes, he said, call the coroner. She's dead. So I came over here to check. Please, somebody get here quick.
Okay.
I don't know. Yeah, how do I check for a pulse? I don't know.
If she's breathing, okay?
I don't know if she is.
Okay, check for me while the officers and the paramedics are on the way. What's your brother's name?
Mark Schenkel. She's stiff. Oh my God.
Mark, what's his last name?
Schenkel. Shankle.
How old is he?
He's in his 50s, 54 maybe. I can't think right now.
Did you say she's stiff? Do you think she's beyond
Yeah,
help?
it's her arms. Yeah, she's on her back, and we're trying to find a pulse on her arm.
Is she beyond help? Is she blue? Do you know? Can you tell?
I can't tell. I smell poop. He covered her with a blanket and everything.
Okay. Does she have any kind of wounds on her at all?
Her face is beat up. Her face is all beat up. He probably choked her.
Do you know how long ago he left?
I don't know. My mom, I don't know. My mom had the phone call. I don't know.
You called your mom?
It had to be around 6, because she called me. Oh, she's stiff.
Okay, she's stiff.
Her fingers, I can't even get her fingers straight.
Okay, is she in a vehicle?
No, she's on the floor.
No, I'm sorry. Is your brother in the vehicle?
She's in her vehicle, yes.
What kind of car?
Oh, my God. I don't know. It's a Chevy. My mom has the phone number that he called from. He called. I don't know. It must have been a payphone or something.
Okay, what's your sister's name?
Vicky Schenkel. Vicky Schenkel Zabala.
Victoria?
Yes. Victoria Schenkel Zabala.
How do you spell the last Zabala?
Zabala. I had to climb through the window because my house key didn't work.
Okay, what's your name?
Her sister.
What's your last name again?
Yeah. My mom. I cannot let my mom.
Okay, stay on the phone with me till the officers get there.
My mom's on her way. I cannot let her come in this house.
How long before she gets there, do you know?
10 minutes. I mean, we live in Brooklyn. I had to climb through a window because my house key wouldn't work here.
Okay, do you know anything about her vehicle? Did you say it is a Chevy for sure, or you're not sure?
Yeah, it's a Chevy for sure.
It's a Chevy. Do you know
It's
what
a
kind
white
or what
Chevy.
color, or if it's a SUV?
It's a white Chevy SUV, it's like a Equinox,
White
maybe.
Chevy SUV, maybe an Equinox.
Oh my God.
She doesn't know. The brother called the mother about 6 o'clock. Okay.
He's a piece of drunk she was helping him live out. Oh my God, he is a piece. He needs to be caught.
Does he do drugs or have any weapons?
He's a drunk. My sister was helping him out, and this is what he does to her. This is how he repays her.
Okay. Does he do drugs?
No, he's just a drunk.
Does he carry
his car? He took her car because his car is in her garage.
Okay. Does he carry any weapons?
No. Oh my God.
Okay, just stay on the phone with me until they get there. So you have no idea how long ago this may have happened or how long ago he may have.
No, and the way she's stiff like this, I already know she's been laying here for a while.
Okay.
There's no way that just happened.
Okay.
Oh my God, Vicky.
There's officers in the area. They might be pulling up.
Oh God.
Them?
Right, my mom got here.
Your mom is
my
there?
Mom. Yes.
Are the police officers there yet?
Yes, yeah, they're here.
They're there. Okay, go ahead and talk to the officers.
All right, thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Described as the poster child for Alcoholics Anonymous, Mark Schenkel had struggled with alcohol addiction for most of his life. His family had spent years watching him destroy and rebuild his life over and over. They watched him beg, borrow, and steal to feed his addiction until finally it was time to cut ties with the 54-year-old. All except one. His sister, Vicky, refused to give up on him and offered Mark a place to stay at her home. Initially, things appeared to be going well, but like in so many of these cases, addiction took hold once again with disastrous consequences. On the morning of February 15, 2018, Mark called one of his sisters to ask if she knew where Vicky was and when she was coming home. Nobody knows what happened once Vicky returned home, but Mark had been drinking heavily. By the time emergency responders arrived at the Torrington Avenue home, it was too late. Vicky was dead. She had been smothered with a pillow. Officers searched the home, but there was no sign of Mark. Quickly, they jumped into action to find their suspect. It was soon discovered that Vicky's Chevrolet Equinox was missing. The car had been fitted with a vehicle tracking device and connected service system OnStar. Within hours, detectives could access the car's location. It was outside a convenience store in Buffalo, New York. Buffalo PD arrived on the scene, and officers found that Mark had swapped his license plate for Vicky's. Just feet away, they found the 54-year-old drinking in a bar across the road from the store and arrested him on suspicion of his sister's murder. Once in custody, Mark was interviewed and claimed ignorance. Feigning grief, Mark told detectives that he had been too drunk to remember the events and couldn't possibly have killed the one person in the world who believed he could change. Eventually, Mark appeared in court where he pleaded guilty to the murder of his sister. He was sentenced to life in prison with a possibility of parole in 25 years when he will be 80 years old.
Pittsfield 911. Ma'am, I need your location, please.
I don't know where I am.
Can you give me a description?
Walmart.
What Walmart are you on, ma'am? Okay, stay in the line. Stay in the
911.
Yes, hi. I'm on Ellsworth Road by Silverleaf neighborhood.
Yes.
And I believe somebody hit someone here. I'm not 100%, but my wife seen the headlights on the car go up and a vehicle pulled over, and there's a lot of screaming over there. So
Think someone was hit?
it sounds to me like, yeah, it might have been a hit and run. The car was still going of a person. Yeah.
All right. Ellsworth and Silverleaf?
Well, just up from Silverleaf neighborhood, yeah, there's a vehicle pulled over off the side of the road, and there's a bunch of people standing out there right now.
Okay. We'll get someone on the way.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
Pittsfield 911.
Hi, yes, somebody's been hit.
Yeah, well, I'm trying to get everybody on the way.
Okay.
Yes, please. Multiple calls.
We can't find it.
Okay, sir, I'm getting everybody on the way.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Frantic 911 calls from people who saw the initial impact, including a call from the driver who struck Bishop, came through thick and fast. The incident happened in Pittsfield Township at Ellsworth Road and Silverleaf Drive. The second vehicle that hit 14-year-old Samaya Bishop dragged her to the area of Michigan Avenue and I-94, 2 miles away. The first driver who hit the teen stopped, but police continued to search for the second driver. 3 months after the horrific incident, Samaya was finally discharged, tearfully saying goodbye to the staff as she left the University of Michigan's C.S. Mott Children's Hospital, her home since October. Samaya says she doesn't remember much about those terrifying moments, and although she says the past few months have been challenging, she remains optimistic. The 14-year-old spent her final hours in the hospital receiving physical therapy, and her mother received instructions about Samaya's wheelchair. As she continues to recover, Samaya says she will be homeschooled, and she hopes her story will teach others a lesson about life. Samaya wants to remind others to be strong and never give up.
What is the address of your emergency? Okay. And what city is this in? Okay. And are you in a subdivision or a Milcom Park?
No, I'm at the house. We're right on the road. We're right in front of Gwen Smith's house.
Right in front of Christmas house?
Gwen Smith.
Okay. And what's your name, please? What's the phone number you're calling from? Okay. And what's the problem? Tell me exactly what happened.
Our snake, we have a Burmese python, and she's about 12 foot long. She got out of the cage last night and got into the baby's crib and strangled her to death.
Okay, stay on the line, please. Okay, I do have help on the way there for you, sir. I need to ask you a few more questions, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
In July 2009, a Burmese python escaped from its terrarium in the middle of the night. It crawled into the crib of 2-year-old Cheyenne and suffocated her. Charles Darnell, the mother's boyfriend, discovered the snake missing, searched the house, and found the shocking scene. He stabbed the snake that was hiding under furniture. But when the parents, Jaron Hare and Charles Darnell, went to trial, dark details made the attack seem less accidental. Testimony revealed the python had not been fed for a month and had wrapped itself around the little girl in an attempt to eat her. The snake's tank was also only equipped with a quilt for a lid, making it an easy escape. Hare's mother told the court she warned her daughter about the dangers of having the snake and even offered to buy it and keep it at her home and in a locked enclosure. They were both convicted of third-degree murder, manslaughter, and child neglect. The couple had a daughter who was born about a month after Cheyenne was strangled, It is not clear who is caring for the girl now. Jaron Hare and Charles Darnell were released from jail in 2021. He wasn't asking me to get back together with him. He wanted me to spend the last moments of his life with him. These are words spoken about 28-year-old Brett Lee Curtis, who called 911 himself.
911, where's your emergency?
I have been kidnapped and we are being followed. He's threatening to kill me if they keep following him.
Okay, what's your name, ma'am? Okay. Okay, are you in the car with him?
Yes, I'm in the back.
Okay.
He's got a gun. He's got a 9mm.
Okay. Do you have any other weapons in there?
Yes,
Okay, do you know what kind of weapons he has?
I think he has two others. He's got a rifle.
Okay, and what else?
Yes, he says that he's taking me home. He wants. You're going to get hurt. He says that if he tries to stop him before then I'm going to get hurt.
Okay. Okay. Are you able to put him on the phone? Can I talk to him for a second? Ma'am?
Get them off my ass.
Hey.
They can follow me at a distance. They can follow me at a distance. I will drive around 80 or 90 safely. She is going home.
Okay. Sir, why don't you just pull over so we can end this peacefully?
That's not going to happen.
Why is that?
So,
sir, why don't you just pull over and let's end this?
I heard you the first time. It's not going to happen. Maybe you didn't hear me. Back them up, or I start opening fire. Enough.
Sir, why are you running?
911, where's the emergency?
You're risking this woman's life. We're heading south on I-95. You've got 3 officers ganging up on me right now, and I have enough ammunition to kill her and myself. Get her off my ass now! They are more than welcome to follow me at a distance. If they continue to do this, people are going to get hurt.
Okay, sir.
911, where's your emergency?
If the officer following me does not break off pursuit, then people will be hurt.
Okay, where are you?
Enough.
Where are you located? I don't even know what officer is following you.
Enough.
Okay.
Get him off my ass.
I don't know what officer you're talking about, sir. Can you let me know where you are so I can let the officer know?
Okay. We're going south on I-95. If he continues to follow me, I will fire a warning shot. The 3rd shot will not be a warning. Is that understood?
Okay, so you have a weapon on you?
Okay. You guys don't seem to want to believe me.
I'm just asking you a question. What kind of gun do you have?
I am going to take this young lady back to her home. You will not intercede. You will not bother us. Is that understood?
So you're going where?
They are welcome to follow me at a distance, but I'm not telling you where. You understand?
Okay. I don't really understand the situation that's going on.
You don't need to. Either the police stay off of my ass and they stay well back,
Okay.
or I'm going to hurt people.
Okay.
Good deal.
The whole ordeal started the day before, on the 29th of October 2013, as Curtis grabbed Elizabeth Hamilton just as she got off work. Hamilton had sought a restraining order from him and was scheduled to meet a judge the next day to discuss it. As hours went by without news from her daughter, the victim's mother signaled her disappearance. The chase started when a police officer finally spotted Curtis's car as it made its way down I-95. He warned the police that he would fire at them and at his ex-girlfriend if they kept following him. It all came to an end when the police managed to puncture the 28-year-old tires, which brought his car to a stop. This allowed Elizabeth Hamilton to escape unharmed. As for Curtis, he took his own life before the officers had the chance to arrest him. Hamilton later explained that Brett Lee Curtis had no intentions of getting back together. He just wanted to spend the last moments of his life with her. A Portland, Oregon man called 911 to say he was kidnapped and forced into the shower, but the situation was a little different than expected.
911. I just broke into a house, and the owner came home.
You broke into a house?
Yeah.
Where at?
I don't know.
Okay, so are you still there?
Yeah.
Okay, so are you with...
I think I have guns.
Okay, where are you?
I don't know.
You have no clue where you are?
No.
Where are you in the
I'm
house?
up in the hills.
Where are you in the house?
They can hear me.
Okay, what's your name? What's your name?
I'm sorry. My name is Timothy Chappick. I broke in. I was kidnapped. I've already called them. They're on the phone right now. She'll call the police.
24-year-old Timothy James Chapek had allegedly broken into a home in November 2011. He was taking a shower when the woman who lived there returned at about 7 p.m. The homeowner, Hillary McKenzie, and her daughter had returned home from running an errand at the grocery store when they heard a man's voice coming from their first-floor bathroom. The windows were fogged up, and a towel was thrown over the shower stall. Chapek still had a wet head from his shower. Mackenzie called 911 while standing on the front porch wearing slippers and no coat, and even laughing at times about the man who broke into her house.
And the guy is white, black, Hispanic, or Asian? I have no idea. He was in the bathroom. Okay, hold on a second. And the door's shut. And he says he's in there. And I said, who the hell are you? Okay. And he said, Timothy something. I totally forgot his name. Okay. And he said he broke in? He said he broke in and he was kidnapped and he was taking a shower. Okay.
Chapek told police that a group of men had kidnapped him and put him in the bathroom. He was charged with a misdemeanor for criminal trespassing, but the showering intruder has an extensive criminal record for nonviolent crimes. This 911 call revealed chilling new details in the kidnapping and murder of a Brownsville man.
Browns Police, this is Jamie. How can I help you?
Yeah, I'm an address here military, and there's a guy who came in with guns and stole everything. I'm at a...
Okay, ma'am. What did he have? What was he wearing, ma'am?
They were all illegal aliens, and they took a truck, a Tahoe. They stole one of the Tahoes from here, a white Tahoe, a Chevy Tahoe. Guess it's Chevy. And they were all illegals. And they had...
How do you know they were all illegals, ma'am? How many subjects were they?
Hold on. Hello, I need an officer over here immediately to...
Ma'am, yes. Did they have...
My husband. They took my husband. What else do you want me to say?
They took your husband? Why did they take your husband?
I don't know, man. They only took him.
What's your husband? Es un secuestro, kidnapping.
Me rompieron las cámaras y todo.
Give me your husband's name.
Reyes Bocanegra.
Reyes Bocanegra?
Uh-huh.
Do you know why?
No sé, man. Yo no sé. Nomás mándame una oficial para acá porque nos amarraron a todos.
Los amarraron a todos? They took a white Tahoe and they took her husband. Did they have assault right? ¿Cuántos eran, ma'am? They're going towards Matamoros. They're going to go to Matamoros.
De Fuerte. Sí, van a ir al puerto de Reynosa.
¿De Reynosa?
Sí. So y'all better get someone here immediately, ma'am, because my husband has his phone, and it's a Sprint phone, and you can locate it.
That the male subject has a Sprint phone. Ma'am, if you have all this information, did you know the man?
No, ma'am. I don't know him.
Well, if you have all this information, how do you give me your name?
It's Gloria Barrera. and my workers are already leaving because they're scared of everything. And I don't have a car. They took everything, ma'am. Se llevaron llaves, se llevaron todo, ma'am.
Okay, ¿usted sabía quién eran los hombres?
¿Vale? Eran bastante huérfanos, ma'am. Yo no le puedo decir nada ahorita.
Okay, thank you.
The call was made just minutes after 22-year-old Reyes Gilberto, Bocanegra, was kidnapped at gunpoint in the early afternoon. It all happened at the Mariscos Playa Azul seafood restaurant off Military Highway in July 2012. A woman who identified herself as Bocanegra's wife said the gunman stormed the restaurant, tied everyone up, and smashed their video surveillance equipment. When authorities found Bocanegra's SUV, his body was in the back seat. The 22-year-old had been shot execution style. Since the victim had a lengthy criminal record with a history of narcotics and alien smuggling, investigators believed the hit was drug-related. For more True 911 calls, watch this episode next.